Let's see. Yo, Alondite, welcome to the stream. Let's see. How's it going for you? For me, it's just been uneventful, really. I mean, I spent all day looking forward to the Nintendo Direct, and, well, here I am now. I'm very satisfied with all of the news. I, I really got, like, the bomb dropped on me when they just, like, oh yeah, it's out today. I wasn't ready for this. And it looks really good, honestly. Like, I'm a little bit biased towards the original Metroid Prime, but the more I look at it, the more I really appreciate how nice the game looks, honestly. Let's see, a bit of a rough week. Is everything going alright? Hope things get better. Oh, oops. Actually, I keep forgetting about my avatar. Also, I need to briefly reposition him because I do not have Jugger with me here today. There we go. Honestly, I'm just so happy to see that this whole menu is intact. This is actually one of my favorite parts of Metroid Prime, and they gutted it for the trilogy. Impetus! Come on! Impetus, you're supposed to be playing this game. Yeah. Like, you gotta play the game. I'm gonna yell at you if you don't, Impetus. Thank you for stopping by, though. And also, Antifreeze, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the resub, Antifreeze. Goodness. How has it been another month? Is it always the 8th? I never really keep track of it, but I love this theme. Low-key, one of the best themes in this game, and in Metroid in general, and I'm happy that this whole UI is back, because one of my favorite parts. But yeah, yeah. For context, I mean, I was watching it with Impetus on stream, or like when it was live, and she has not played it, and I have to make sure that she does. Because she is a big fan of good games, and there's not really much better of a good game to play than this, in my opinion. What options are there, by the way? I'm so... Oh, right. I put my Joy-Cons on the controller, but I'm going to be using them the other way instead. Because the Prime Trilogy controls are just objectively better for the gunplay in this game. The way you can just, hook missiles and charge shots around corners really feels so satisfying, and I can't get over it. I don't think I need the hint system. I'll keep it on, whatever. Yeah, the motion isn't as sexy, but considering that it doesn't have the Wii's things, I feel like they do a pretty good job of compensating. It's the same as Splatoon. Splatoon doesn't have the nice Wii controls, but I mean it works really good. I'm gonna delete this file. I started playing it a little bit. I mean, in my defense, this game can be a little bit labyrinthian. So, even while I have played this game several times, there's certain parts where there's at least one part in particular that I find it a little bit difficult to navigate through. Meanwhile, Sonic Colors, they really should have been telling you just the basic things. Or, like, I'm pretty sure that I should know Sonic better than I know this game, surprisingly. I'm gonna delete this file just because, I mean, like, quite frankly, bye-bye, Samus. We're gonna do this on normal. I hope they didn't dumb down the difficulty too much. I don't think they did, but I saw that. Like, did did they give you official things to just like strap on a motion control, like a Wiimote to the controller, or did you just have to do that yourself? MTEX, welcome to the stream. Let's see. Opinions on the Splatoon 3 news. I mean, it seems pretty cool right now, but I was hoping that they would show more than just a hub world. I mean, the DLC seems like it's going to be pretty substantial. Maybe I'll stream that. I've never streamed the Splatoon story, but I could stream the DLC perhaps. But, like, getting to go to Inkopolis seems pretty cool, but I do wish both that Pearl and Marina were there, and I also wish that, considering it's DLC, I wish we got more slots for weapons and stuff. Or, I mean, like, slots in the shop and, like, different items and whatnot. And I also just want to see what they have in store for the next season, which is in 3 weeks. It's in 3 weeks. Like, they haven't unveiled any new weapons, any new stages. They haven't unveiled adding squid beats or something, new salmon run levels. Like, I'm starved for content here. I need more weapons to learn. This game really is, like... I want to be biased towards the original Metroid so bad, because I grew up with Metroid Prime 1. It looks perfect in my head, but Samus just looks so good here. In the original game, her suit's a little bit blurry, but I love how you can see the finish in her chest plate. The shine is really nice. The lights kind of glow better. I'm just obsessed with it. The inside of her arm cannon looks really cool, too. Alright, let's see. The interesting part is that because, like, one of the triggers just allows you to center your shot, like, your thing on screen, kind of like Splatoon, and you can combine that with the chart, like the lock-on, to actually give you reliable aim every time, which the original Metroid Prime trilogy didn't have. I mean, I get that it's just mainly just a side effect of them having to have the recenter calibration thing, but it's pretty useful. True, Samus is just the one woman who can just beat you up, which is extremely valid. Never knew this area was here. I guess not that it matters too much, but... Wait, Skyward Sword didn't use the sensor bar? How did it do this? How did it do the sword controls then? Huh, I never knew that. Like, that's actually kind of impressive that Skyward Sword is like that. I also didn't know that's what the Wii Motion sensor did. Like the Wii Motion Plus thing did. And honestly, I played the original Prime trilogy or played like a few games in it a while back, and while I did think that the aiming is a bit superior to where it is now, the one thing that I feel like nobody ever mentions is how finicky the sensor bar can be sometimes. If that sensor bar isn't in the right place or you're just not aligned with it properly, it just decides to be really fussy, and I hate that so much. Like, I remember, like, I was trying to play Other M, which is way more involved with the motion controls, and that game was borderline unplayable unless I had everything in just the right position, especially with, like, how you have to, like, hold the Wiimote directly up or hold it directly forward. If I didn't have everything absolutely perfectly proper, then Samus just couldn't change modes, and that drove me crazy. It is funny to play this game with, like, a normal controller instead of, like, the giant green button plus other things that is the GameCube controller. Oops. Yeah, like I think Other M, what I played of it was interesting. It feels very lonely. It feels surprisingly authentic to. It feels like what 2D Metroid should be in a 3D environment, but the the swapping between things too much really was. I felt like it was a little bit disorienting to me from what I played of it. Like, I feel like it's a very ambitious game, and I don't want to throw shade at it gameplay wise because I've not played too much of it. Plus, the diffusion beam is pretty sick, honestly. I need to stop getting hit by everything. Alright. Death caused by cranial trauma. Ugh, so true. This creature looked like it struggled to get through this door. Alright. Struggle. Struggle tweets. Skill issue, perhaps. I remembered liking the motion controls for Mario Kart Wii just because, like, if I remember right, you could, like, shake the Wiimote to do a trick in midair. I thought that was fun, honestly. Like, while I want to be biased to the GameCube, she just looks so good. This is the Samus that we deserve. I mean, I'm starting to get just really biased towards gyro controls in general. Like, Splatoon has absolutely ruined me on any game that has a camera. Like, I've mentioned, like, earlier when I was, like, playing Kingdom Hearts, like, I keep turning my controller and wondering why it's not doing anything. Let's see. Parasite female, genetically enhanced by other... I don't really need to read this. I don't want to read this. If you want to read this, buy the game. Buy the game. Buy the game, please. Support Nintendo acknowledging Metroid Prime's existence, please. Nintendo really just pitting powerful women against each other this early in the game. Come on, can't two girl bosses work together? Oh my god, I keep messing up the control. Yeah, unfortunately it is $40, but... And I wish they would have just released Prime Trilogy, but... At least this seems like I had a bit more effort put into it, so I can't complain too much. If you want to play it, just... You know... Clench your jaw and then just, you know... Pay the $40. I mean, to be fair, those things do have, like, very, like, face-hugger energy, so maybe she's just... Maybe she's just a parasite, but at her size, I don't think that she's probably gonna be a very useful parasite. Parasites are supposed to be small and just leech off of you in general. Well, true. Kirby is also a very valid choice. I'm just... It's cool that it has extra content, too. This game doesn't have extra content, but it's a fun game in general. I'm by no means forcing anybody to get this game, but I'm just saying I like this game a lot. And also... Oh, those are the parasites. Oh, I think these are supposed to be the things that Parasite Queen actually... whatever is made from. Well, I mean, technically, I think that she would normally be a parasite even in adulthood, I think, but due to the mutation caused by the space pirate research, she's probably grown into a point where she's unable to actually function in her proper thing. Proper, you know, species function, I guess. I really do forget that the space pirates really just play God so hard in this series. To the point where, like, they're so comedically evil that they're like, yeah, a Phazon infused meteor struck our place. We can use this. We can have our entire planet be infested by Phazon and just use it to, you know, mutate things. This is cool. This is fine. It's so, like, comedically horrible that I can't help but find it funny. Oh my god, get off of me. I keep messing up the buttons. I think it's because the original layout for the... I think the original GameCube layout had, like, the B button in the spot vaguely where the Y button is right now, and so I just generally want to naturally use that when I play the game, even though that button has the morph ball now. You know, it's funny, I've tried making this game work on, like, emulation and stuff, and I've had it just flat out crash at that piston before. Like, it really is just piston jump scare plus just breaking reality. It's hilarious. It's funny because I'm generally used to it, but also I still have memories of just it crashing aggressively at that point, so it's kind of, like, traumatizing in a different way. Yep, that is Meta Ridley. I don't really know why he's meta, honestly. Like... Okay, can you stop? I've never had that happen before. I want to say he's kind of like a cybernetic. He's like a half cyborg. Yeah, he's like a cyborg Ridley or something. Like he seems fairly organic, and I think as other games imply, he definitely is partially organic. But as far as I've gathered, Space Pirates just have Ridley's DNA archived and stuff. So even if he dies, they can just bring him back. Either way, his design is still sick. His eyes look really cool here. Honestly, one of the things that I'm kind of obsessed about is that, like, her visor has, like, the same texture that it does in the Smash Brothers reveal for Ridley, I believe. Like, her armor just looks really good. Manga implies he has nutty regeneration. Really? So he's just like a Dragon Ball Z character. My least favorite trope in Dragon Ball Z is just like the guy who's like, oh yeah, you atomized me, but I can just reform because I'm just built different. Like, just please, be a threat on a different way than just being like, oops, you left a tiny nugget of me, I regrew. I'm saying this as a person who likes Dragon Ball Z. I don't know why I'm throwing shade at it, but... Right, doesn't Ridley say that to Samus as a child? He's like, yeah, I ate your family. Absolutely horrible. But I love him for it, because he's like unabashedly evil, but in a funny way. Also, I'm pretty sure this game probably doesn't have checkpoints in it, unlike most of the other Metroids. This seems, from what I played of it, this seems like an extremely one-to-one remake of the game. Like, extremely so, to the point where it feels the same. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the exact same source code, but just on an entirely different, like, visual rendering system, whatever. I don't know. And this game's hard, so I'm gonna need to make sure that I actually save, and not just because Riku's gonna be like, "Hey, Samus, I'm in the Metroid world now. Wanna fight me, Samus?" Crash. Baby. Zoomer. Let's see. Implication is this is after Zero Mission where he did get blown up, Samus. The only problem I have is just that Samus Returns kind of fucks up the whole thought of Super Metroid happening. Because, like, okay, he shows up, gets his ass beaten by Samus and the baby Metroid. Then they go to Ceres Station and kind of drop it off. And, like, they imply that Samus, like, barely left the station, like, at all before Ridley comes and, like, kidnaps the baby Metroid. So it's like, it suddenly, like, really messes up the timeline because originally that peaceful exit makes... Like, her having a peaceful exit in the end of the original Metroid 2 makes more sense. But that's like, oh, suddenly Ridley's here. He attacks Metroid and is also, like, partially metal. But... And then he apparently somehow manages to get to Ceres Station before Samus does. And then also raid it. Like, all within the span of probably, like, 6 hours or something. It doesn't make sense. It really bothers me. They're probably gonna end up burying it like... They're probably just gonna end up burying or like themselves deeper with the lore in a confusing way with whenever they end up making a Super Metroid remake, but at the very least, I'm pretty confident that whatever they make for Super Metroid is going to be an absolute banger of a game because if it's running on Metroid Dread's engine, it's going to be really good. I mean, I do like the whole idea of like getting to carry the baby Metroid around the entire map, but having it just be like having there be so many collectible things that require the baby Metroid is kind of obnoxious. Oh, I don't have missiles yet. You want to know something that bothers me mildly? Is that so this one, when you scan it, it says, oh, it's a highly reflective surface. In the original game, it actually showed Samus's reflection. And the fact that it doesn't really just kind of mildly bothers me, especially because it goes out of its way to just be like, hey, this thing exists. It's shiny. It serves no other purpose. I'm really petty for thinking that, and I'm not trying to detract from the game at all because it looks really good. But that just mildly bothers me. But Super Metroid is so just clunky. Like, I've been talking with a friend about it, and like, it's like it's such a revolutionary game, and it does so many things really interestingly. It has a lot of cool secrets and like really intricate functions that lead to high levels of play. But it's so hard to get used to. The fact that you have to swap through like several different items and weapons every time feels so obnoxious. I'm just scanning these things for completion, just because I can't remember. These things are so annoying. Oh my god, die, please. There we go. Oh, I hate this boss so much. This really is just like... No! I missed the cycle? I have to do it again? I didn't even know that could actually happen. Oh my god. I promise I've played this game several times before. Uh... There we go. Let's see, other than the... Okay, I need to actually focus. I want to reply to chat, but I'm already kind of overstimulated. Ah, die, please. No! Oh my god. This has never happened to me before, let alone twice. Oh, this boss. Oh my god. Thank you. Oh my god. Please, die. Anyways, now that that's gone, every other boss is just better. Other than Metroid X, any other things in the direct that caught your eye? I'm personally, like, really glad that they added the Game Boy Advance stuff. I wouldn't mind streaming, like, the Wario Land games, perhaps. Definitely Metroid Fusion and Zero Mission. I've always kind of wanted to get into Metroid Zero Mission speedruns, because it seems like it'd be a fun time. And other than that, I'm not, like, super into Kirby or many other things, I guess, so... Yeah, Minish Cap is, like... Admittedly, I got to the final area of Minish Cap, and then I think my save file got lost somehow, either by a save state issue or something else, but... So, that's a little bit of a bummer, but, like, Minish Cap is a really solid Zelda game. I would say it's probably one of the best 2D ones. But, like, it really is, like, one of those Nintendo Directs that feels like the thing that... It feels like that's the kind of Nintendo Direct that everybody is, like, always deluding themselves into thinking that it's gonna happen. Like, wow, it has Mario Kart and, Kirby. It has new Zelda things. It has new Virtual Console titles. A new Metroid title for the first time in, like, a year. And it's, like, not just borderline 50% farming simulators for once. Like, the only thing it's missing is just, like, Hollow Knight Silksong news, and then, like, Geno being added to Smash Brothers. Like, that's the only thing that's barring it from being, like, the game reviewers' wet dream of Nintendo Switch reveals. Kind of overkilling here, but you know what? I don't mind. I really am a huge fan of the general aiming system in this game, just because of like you can lock onto something, but also move your Joy-Con around to aim at other things. It's the way the Prime Trilogy implemented this control was just really refreshing. Ouch. I'm probably going to be streaming this for a couple days. Like, I'm also going to be doing Splatoon because I have not done a Splatfest yet. I want to do Tricolor live for once. It's going to be fun. Really, I haven't done Tricolor in a long while. Or I've only actually done it once or twice. It's such a fun gameplay mode, but it's a shame that it's like the main, like, fresh new thing of Splatoon 3, and it's just kind of limited to Splatfest. Let's see. Weird bug fact. Bugs regrow their respiratory system each time they shed their exoskeleton. Right, right. Like, yeah, isn't that stuff like stored on like the outside of their body anyways? Like, bugs are built different. If I blast through this part a little fast, then oh. If I blast through this part a little bit fast, it's just because that I played this for like an hour earlier, and then I was like, wait, I should actually stream this, because I was gonna do the thing with Jugger again today, but he had some busy stuff, so I'm like, wait, I can just, why am I playing this? I can just play this on stream then. Oops. I guess that makes sense. Like, if you're not really that big, then you don't really need as much air to function. Yeah, this is one missile upgrade that I didn't know was actually here. It makes a sound. Like, I really should have known, but it took me until, like, last time I played the game to even find it. And it was just because I happened to use the X-ray visor. I'm not a very attentive person. The first time I played this game when I was, like 7, 8, or 9 or something, my family was like, they didn't scold me per se, but they're like, why do you have so little missiles? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't pay attention. Okay, I need to scan the 4 things. Well, I remember seeing that, like, that there was supposed to be, like, some files that had, like, unranked, like, different ranked modes and stuff in them, and I mean, in Splatoon 3, there's supposed to be some, like, new, like, ranked mode stuff in the files. I hear they're supposed to be adding, like, a new Salmon Run mode that's, like, harder, like, faster enemies that have more HP, and I would totally love to suffer through that. Like, unironically, I want Mr. Grizz to put me through hell and back. Unpopular take, but I love Salmon Run so much, and the only way I can make it better is if it's made me suffer. Alright. Rune, welcome to the stream. You're right, I am sick in the mind, and I got that, yeah, the squid grind set. Alondite, welcome back. If you missed it, I was just talking about how much I would love to have a harder Salmon Run mode, because I hear that they're going to announce it sometime. But also, welcome to the stream, Rune. I would play an endless Salmon Run, and I'd probably get to, like, wave 2 every time. Oh, Alondite, like, I've heard that they're going to be making, like, a harder Salmon Run mode. Like, where the enemies are faster and have more health. It's just rumored right now, but I think, like, data miners have found stuff like out, and I'm like, wow, I cannot wait to suffer even more at the hands of Mr. Grizz. I mean, Salmon Run is really fun, but some people, like, want more challenge, I guess. I want more challenge even though I'm not ready for it. I really wonder what is up with the story. Like, I've heard people saying that, like, it's, like, the whole side order thing is because of, like, the order part is important just because of how, like, we left order behind in the last Splat, like, the original Splatoon 2 Final Fest. And I'm kind of wondering now that if that's the angle that they're going to try to play, I wonder if Marina is going to be the villain. Like, genuinely kind of wonder that. That would be so fucked up, but it would be kind of funny. They show, like, I believe they show Pearl off in one of, like, the little, like, jump things of, like one of the little pictures that they're kind of rapidly showing off. Yeah, I mean, like, she could... I think her being a villain is unlikely, but I kind of just... Part of me just wonders, like, damn, wouldn't that be fucked up? But that's fair, though. Oh, dear goodness. Die, please. Wait. But I just wonder what the angle for the story is gonna be, like... Who is a villain? Who like, who's gonna be the villain then? It'll be exciting. I've never really been invested into Splatoon's lore before now, so... Captain Cuttlefish in the Splatoon 2 Octo expansion be like, I'm racist, heart. Right, so, like, Pearl knows that Marina is, like, an Octarian. Because, like, that's honestly what I, like... Part of me was wondering that. I mean, I guess it would make sense if you knew. It really is hilarious that Inklings are just like, they just see Octolings and like, wow, cool hair. Like, that's so, it's just so funny. Wait, actually, I need to be in the Morph Ball for this. This is actually just where I stopped off when I was playing it the other day. Or, not even the other, a few hours ago. Like, I was bored, I was wondering, like, oh, I could probably play it a few months from now, but it's a better time than any. Let's see, just a Motobug, welcome to the stream. Seeing the Morph Ball in 3D makes me wonder why 3D Sonics haven't actually taken advantage of the ability to roll. Honestly, I feel the same way. Like, it always really peeves me how the Morph Ball, or I mean, not the Morph Ball, the roll in Mario Odyssey has like proper like gravity affecting rolling and stuff, but meanwhile you can't even roll in like Sonic Colors in Generations, and that bothers me so much. Like, come on, this is like half of what Sonic does. Half of what Sonic gameplay is his interaction of speed, like his speed's interaction with sloped surfaces. It's what makes a Sonic game a Sonic game compared to Mario, in my opinion. But it's funny because it's actually slower to get this energy tank, but I'm going into a boss fight very soon, so we're gonna want this. We're gonna want as much energy as possible because I'm not an expert in this game. I'm never gonna be an expert in this game, and that's perfectly all right because I play this game every 5 years and then go, wow, I'm bad at this game, but it's one of the best games I've ever played, and then I could continue on with my life. Oops. I just wish the Sonic sliding seems cool, but I just wish that they just had you press down to roll instead when it was in the 2D section. It just because it bothers me that there's 2D Sonic games where you can't roll in, or 2D sections where it just feels wrong to me. I'm extremely biased towards 2D Sonic so hard, so that, like, feel free to discard my opinion to some extent in that, but like, it just bothers me. Well, yeah, you can roll in Frontiers, but they really just added it in like a way that doesn't really work, and that bothers me. Like, the drop dash works pretty good, but the levels aren't quite as... It's not quite as useful in the levels, and the rolling otherwise is just kind of... yeah. Where are the other things I needed to scan? They gotta be around here somewhere, but... I play this game so much and I still forget where everything is. Well, it's been like 15 years, and Sonic games still don't quite understand how to transition between 2D and 3D seamlessly. It's weird considering that's kind of what they do now, but Oops. Wait, is it here? It is. The drop dash in Frontiers is really fun. I just wish it was a bit less cumbersome to use. Let's see. It's gotta be some powerful venom for it to cut through Samus's armor. Not gonna lie, those things are impressive. Let's see. Suddenly having thoughts of what if Samus but in Star Trek. I'm not sure if she'd be more or less violent than the average Starfleet ship, honestly. Just because, I mean, Samus blows up planets, but on the other hand, I mean, don't they have, like, weapons technology that can just destroy entire cities and stuff anyways on those ships? If not worse. I may be misremembering. I'm not really a big Star Trek buff, but... Get out of here. Get out of here. You know, I have not saved in a bit, and I don't know where the next... Is there really no save station? You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna die to this boss. Good grief. There we go. Out of scanning range. You take up the entire arena. How can I not scan you? My god. Yes, Flagra. This is exciting. Just starve it. I never realized how quirky this soundtrack is. Then again, I've never played this game with headset on. I'm pretty sure that this game does not feature any remastered music, but... Come on, knock that off. Oh, come on, knock that off. There we go. Okay. Was that little smack necessary? Wait, this boss had glitched music on GameCube? How so? I also played it on Prime Trilogy, but... Let's see, so how's Prime here? I mean, this is pretty good. I mean, I think it looks really good. And... This is coming from me who just, like, absolutely just chronic Metroid Prime GameCube defender. Like, I think that Metroid Prime for the original GameCube is just... like, one of the best games ever made. Don't you dare! Please, get knocked out. There we go. Yeah, because I definitely have never heard this song, and I think it's interesting to know that that's the reason why. Well, this boss is very kind of Zelda-y. More so than the others. The others have a different vibe to them. But like this one, you can't even really damage it in any way. Hey, get knocked out, please. Oh my god. You know, I don't really know if it's based on off of Trilogy or whatnot. Because this seems very faithful to the original, but considering um it has a different control scheme and whatnot, or it has different control schemes in general. It has like 3 or so. So like it you can play it. That's the hard. I guess it's nice that they added like the original classic GameCube controls as well, so you could play it with its original things, but you can also play it like Trilogy instead. So, it's funny because my least favorite bosses in this game are at the beginning. Like, they're still really good bosses, but I just get really stressed out by that one because it could just kind of undo your progress. Oh, sleigh time? There we go. Oh, she looks so good. Alright, now we're talking. Me, who originally didn't know where to go in this game, and then we just actually went all the way to the heated areas just to suffer to the heat. It was embarrassing. Yo, honestly, I was told the same thing earlier. Like, it would be cool to have the dread suit in there, especially because like that was already a thing. Like the fusion suit was already part of the original version, and the was it the other the Prime trilogy as well. Like, I wish they would. I hope they have the fusion suit in here still, and having the dread suit would be a really cool tie-in as well. I can't remember exactly which path is which. Wait, right, that leads to the Hive Totem. That's the room that has the energy tank. That's just a pointless little set of whatevers, I think. It's funny because this puzzle is actually way easier than the original release because you can just jump. It's so easy to do. Well, yeah, honestly, like, the retcons for Samus's suit abilities are so weird. Like, and sometimes they just seem like they're just kind of played fast and loose just for just functionalities purposes. I mean, like, they use, like, the fully powered suit as an excuse to lock all the Super Metroid abilities away. And even in Metroid Dread, where she's, like, perfectly functional, she's just a perfectly functional version of herself, but she's still unable to actually use power bombs until she gets them explicitly from the Emmys. And that always bugged me so much, because, like, why are you holding this back? This isn't even, like, Metroid Zero Mission. You can't make the argument that she doesn't have a good enough suit for it. This is just a normal ability. Heck, it's not even an ability. Power bombs are technically weaponry, so they should be able to be used whenever. It's also funny because in Metroid Dread, power bombs don't even really serve a purpose. God, the Fusion Barrier suit looks horrendous, honestly. I mean, if I do have... If I ever do get the Fusion suit unlocked, I would probably do a hard mode playthrough of this someday with the Fusion suit. I keep accidentally just morph balling. It's a bad habit. If you see me morph balling and it doesn't make sense, then it's... Believe me, it doesn't make sense to me either. It's not even the game's fault, I'm just not used to the controls for some reason. I mean, I don't know what the whole deal with the upgrade is, but, like, considering, okay, you could make this argument in Metroid Fusion that her suit was, like, essentially just heavily messed up by the surgeries and stuff, so she was unable to use power bombs. But, like, by that point, like, Metroid Dread already takes place a little while after Fusion, so it's like, shouldn't her suit be able to handle this by now? Oh my god. I hate killing the little guys, but, like, they have mildly inconvenienced me, so I need to kill them. Okay. That's in the Splatoon. Why am I getting splatted? I mean, admittedly, I love the stealth section in Metroid Zero Mission because it makes getting the upgrade so much more satisfying. It's fun to just rip your way all the way through the Space Pirate base after that. I keep trying to missile and I keep pressing the wrong button. It doesn't make sense. These are the Magmors. It's funny because you don't really see that many of them. I wouldn't really call this Magmor caverns if it's just like 3 of them or something. Nasty little fart, but alright. Honestly, I don't even find it necessary to kill all of them. Let's see. Haven't played the game yet, but does Dread take criticism for Fusion of it being too linear? That's a tricky question. It is very linear, but also if you know how to play the game good, you can get some items early in really funny ways and in very tricky ways too. There's a couple of tricks that you can learn that are definitely intended by the game that can allow you to just kind of get to places before you should in intended ways, but like I hate these little bastards. But like even while you can sequence break it, you generally need to get every single item in the game in order to beat it. So while you can work the order, you can mess up the order some point, but ultimately, you can't really do it forever. Actually, let me kill you too. There we go. That's the one that grouped me at first. Like, while you can get, like, certain upgrades early, or you can skip some upgrades for the most part, there's... I want to say most of the main upgrades you can't actually skip. Unless you're glitching things out, but, I mean, that goes without saying, so... Wait, there's some stuff over here, I believe. Wait, there's a whole ass path down here. I would say that, actually, like, Super Metroid is the most open. Zero Mission is close to that, with the exception that you have to get all 3 unknown items. You can beat the game with, like, 11% or less pretty standardly. That's where I came in. After that, you have Metroid Dread, where you can get some items out of order, but you have to have most of them in order to beat the game. And then, way at the bottom is just Metroid Fusion, which is literally impossible to, like... It's literally impossible to get most of the items out of order in Metroid Fusion. Where is the path I'm supposed to go on? Okay, it's not here. I'm just kind of messing around. That's the same path. Alright, here we are. I need to stop mixing up the missile and... These things are so disrespectful! Leave me alone. Is this really necessary? Okay. I thought the thing was just gonna absolutely grief me. I would've cried. I wasn't ready to get set back to the entire... for like 30 seconds. I heard that thing die, and I'm immensely happy that it did. Me being a little evil right now, but you know what? I love that even when you can't physically get hit by certain things in this game, it'll still just trigger the warning thing. I love that. It's like, wow, that sure is dangerous. Good thing I can't fall down. Thing is, I mean, I don't think there's any reason to hold the player's hand and give him a push in the right direction. But, like, thing is, well, I get that, like, Metroid, like, Super Metroid is very iconic for just letting you go free, and only has a story at the end of the game. I do like that Metroid Dread has more story to it. I'm not gonna talk about it at all if you haven't played it, but I think its linearity does... its relative linearity does help it tell a better story. And I really can't say enough about that, because I am a big fan of how Metroid Dread's story plays out, honestly. Oh, right, that door is just for that extra item room. Like, I'm really happy at the state of where Metroid's story is right now, and I'm really excited for when they're gonna actually push the story forward further. I'm totally accepting that that's probably not gonna be for another few years, honestly, but you know what? I'm fine with that. I have Metroid Prime Remastered. This is as much as I could ever hope for. New creatures. I don't think that's a creature. Like, hot take, that is not a creature. That is an enemy. The hilarious part is that Metroid Fusion, or I mean, Super Metroid is so open that, quite frankly, I have never actually played it the right way. Like, the normal, like, God-fearing Nintendo fans way to play the game. Hi, stop trying to nuke me, please. I'm just a little baby. What's in this path? Is this just another elevator to Talon? I want to say this is the elevator to Talon Overworld. I can't remember. Hi! Hello! Okay, was that necessary? Fire jump scare. Honestly, I shouldn't even be here, I think. You know what? I give up. I'm just gonna go to Fendrana first. Where is it? There's a pickup down there, but I can't get until I have power bombs. Maybe I should get some energy. And maybe I should, hot take, maybe I should stop falling into the lava. Well, this game gives you a lot of excuse to use missiles. Like, those things are hard to kill without them, and even then, like, even once you get them, they're just... Even when you use them, it still takes two, so... I always want to do that properly, just because it feels better to do the double bomb jump. They really just like, yeah, do the bomb jump properly or die. It's hilarious. Honestly, it's funny how Metroid is generally known for its open world level design when Metroid games aren't really that open. Like, everybody remembers Super Metroid, Metroid 1, to an extent Metroid Zero Mission. But this game is pretty linear, Metroid Fusion is pretty linear, same with Prime 2 and 3, Metroid Dread. Metroid 2, both versions are extremely linear as well. This looks really nice. My goodness. Vendron is honestly one of my favorite favorite levels in this entire game, so looks even snowier. I like this. The lighting in this game really does wonders for it. Like, I like how drastically brighter it looks in here compared to... God, little guys. Crystallite. I will not kill them because they're nice. I would say like yeah, I would say that hot take like Link to the Past is probably more open than some of the Metroid games are. Which I mean, Link to the Past is still somewhat linear, but from my understanding, you can do most anything in every order that you want, with a few exceptions. Oh, they have like little eyes now. That's cute. They used to just be like little white balls. Oh, right, I have to go down here first. It's just a missile, isn't it? I love this. I love this world for many reasons. This level, like partially for this part and partially for what comes later, because hee. I'm just honestly glad that they didn't remaster the music. Surprisingly, like they could have done it, but I feel like the music in this game was already so good that what are you gonna change about it? I love how the static part still remains. I think they actually use a proper static texture instead of rendering the game, rendering like just random background code as garbage things. I'm gonna guess that they couldn't just pull that off with this version because it's too high res. It probably would look weird, but I there we go. Let's see, pretty nice remake. I'd check it out just to see the Prime series myself. I mean, I would always highly recommend Metroid Prime to anybody, just because like it's a great game. It's so good, and the fact that this has Metroid Prime Trilogy's controls makes it even better. Like Metroid Prime Trilogy managed to make a already good game just way better by just giving it a slightly less clunky control scheme that adds a lot of depth to the the shooting. I don't want to kill you. I kind of want to kill these things though. Let's see, what do I need to get next? I believe I need to get the, or there's just more Shigas, right? Dad, you're just a baby. Leave me alone. Kills you. Hey, what is this? I've never seen this path before. Wait, this is just a different little house. Wait, maybe I have seen this area before. It's just the lighting is so much different that it throws me off a little bit. Okay, interesting. Do I really have to get up there the hard way? You think I'd remember more of this game? Well, yeah, they're just like Bergmite. There's little guys. I don't want to harm them. You could easily burst them apart with a with just a missile, but like, I like them. They're just guys. Can't wait to see the speedrun. Honestly, I wonder how 1-to-1 this is to the original, because I wonder if all the same tricks are applicable. It'd be fun to see. I mean, I'm sure that. Imagine being like a Metroid Prime speedrunner and just watching this. I really just orbited this thing like 2 times. But like, just imagine just watching the Nintendo Direct and being like, "Oh my god, a new Metroid Prime right now!" Like, I would be panicking if they just decided, "Oh yeah, hey, Sonic CD 2023 is dropped right now. Get on it." Oh, I love how the boost ball looks. It used to glow. It used to glow orange, but I think this looks better. Wait a minute, is this not high enough? Oh, I have to go up there probably. True, Tony Hawk music, exactly. Samus could and should be in a Tony Hawk game. You gotta be kidding me. Big boy boxes, I guess. I don't even wanna do the whole thing again, but wait a minute. There's something up there. What is that? I don't even know if that's anything that matters, but it's been a while since I played, so I don't know if there's an extra upgrade in this area that I can't get. I've gotten hit by like every single one of these things. Seriously, where is that? That's just a different path to go to get to there, I guess. Me just being a punching bag for all these little Bergmite things. I don't mind. they get to have a little win in their life. I mean, in all honesty, whatever happens in F-Zero seems like it'd be some kind of shenanigans that would happen in the Metroid Prime world. Let me kill you. I forgot how annoying those things are. I know you're a baby, but also, please, get out of my sight. Perish right now. Can't remember how the progression works exactly. I know I need to get over there. I think I need to go back and get the high jump boots. Honestly, I wonder what happened to F-Zero. Like, Samus is actually getting wins now. Like, she's not just Smash Brothers rep, but Captain Falcon's just... Poor guy. They're gonna be like, hey, but we added F-Zero GX on, or, like, onto Nintendo Switch Online or whatever, but... Boy, I sure wish I had more HP right now. That door I'm facing right now is the... I really can't remember, because I thought there's supposed to be an elevator that leads to... I thought there was a fourth door here. Where'd the fourth door go? You'd think I'd remember this game a lot better than I do. Perish. Alrighty then. Oh. Maybe I shouldn't have been cheeky with that. I just can't believe they just dropped this on everybody. I wasn't ready to be taken out on sight by the Nintendo Direct. Like, what is it? Like, I'm just hoping it does well, because I really don't want the game to just kind of flounder because it got shadow dropped out of nowhere. Like, I'm gonna be kind of sad if it just doesn't do well because it got dropped on everybody right then and there, but honestly, I should ask, like, what blew everybody else away with the Nintendo Direct? Like, what is everybody else excited for? I was asked that, but I forgot to ask that of everybody else. Like, I saw a lot of hype over the Dead Cells DLC. Like that does look really sick as well, honestly. I'm kind of out of touch with most games, honest, but like it looked like a pretty solid Nintendo Direct, both in terms of things that I wanted and things that I didn't necessarily want. Like Pikmin 2 seems like a big deal. Pikmin 4 seems like a big deal. Sick. Actually, wait, I can get the... This is the wrong direction to be heading for that. Oh my god. Where is that? I really just kind of flung myself in any direction whatsoever without actually paying attention to my surroundings. Wait, huh? Okay, maybe I shouldn't have like morph ball boosted. I may be being dense. That's why I can't play Pikmin. I would feel sad about that. Like, I don't want my Pikmin to die. I would... The way they, like, turn into little ghosts and everything just hurts. I don't think this is where I'm supposed to go right now. Really, there might be an entirely different morph ball path than the thing I fell into, but... Again, you'd think I would remember more of this game than I do. Considering this is like one of my favorite games, and yet I have like my own little personalized copy of Metroid Prime in my head. Yeah, the Disney game does look really nice, honestly. Although it definitely looks like, wow, we're not being Rayman. We're being something else that's not Rayman. There it is. There's... Let's see, which direction? I believe up there is where the... important area is. I don't technically need to be over here yet, but I like these. I like the vibes. And also, I should probably save the... I should probably scan all the temples just to make sure that I remember where everything is. I think I remember where most of the artifacts are, but it's gonna be a bit of a... I'm so sorry I'm not just reading everything off, but I played this game a lot, and... Oh, is that who makes Professor Layton? I didn't realize that part. I'm happy the game still exists, even in an age where you could find tons of quirky little puzzle games on your phone. Because I think Layton's just more fun. Let's see. Sun Chamber, that's where you go after... You have to go there back after you get the spider ball. Shrine in their honor holds the artifact of strength. I think I remember that. You have to... I think that one requires power bombs. Talon's far corner is a grove of life lies. Reveal the pillar behind... I believe that you can just get that moment you get there. That's on the X-ray room. Tower sits atop their fortress. I remember that one. That one's fun. But I think you need... That's Fendrana's Edge. Light always shines. Right, that's the Wave Breaker one. Great Hall. I think that's all of them. I'm pretty sure I remember where all the rest are. I just want it to be that I don't have to worry about forgetting and then have to go back here and then have a bunch of backtracking. Yeah, perhaps I should actually, like, heal. I literally was near my ship, and I decided I don't need to heal. I'll just be on 1 health, 1 energy tank. This is fine. This is fine. Yeah, Etrian Odyssey really struck me as, like, an interesting game. Like, is that game for the... Like, it looks so quirky. Like, it looks like it's a game that could be for the... Like a PC or something. Like an old PC. I hate killing the little guys. Oh, it's a DS game. That makes more sense. It just had that old, like... Like, the navigation of, like, a maze and everything really reminded me of something that you'd see in, like, a really old RPG or something. And this area is way darker than I remember it being. Dark to the point where I can't really see much, honestly. Well, I'm glad they didn't, like, just make it too bright, honestly. This game has some good contrast with its light usage, honestly. I shouldn't even be killing these things. I didn't even know that's what the first Persona was like. It's interesting to know. I'm just so used to the games that seem... The other games that look more like what I was familiar with was seeing with Persona 5. Wait. Ouch, okay. You'd think I would remember that after some point, but... What am I doing? Come on. There we go. Was Shin Megami Tensei also a spin-off? Like... That series always seemed like such a mystery to me. I mean, I'm probably never gonna play a Persona game. Just because it doesn't seem like my kind of speed. Knock that off. Die, please. Oh, here's where the higher door is. Actually, I think that's where the... I want to say that's where the shrine of... I want to say that's where the morph ball thing... I'm... What am I even saying? I'm just spewing out random words. That's where the Chozo artifact is. But I don't think I can get to it yet. I think I need power bombs, but I'm going to try and double check. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. I just like, oh, shiny thing. Jump into shiny thing, please. Gimme. I want to say there's still something else. Something else you can get here besides pain. Right, Bendezium. That you need power bombs for that. Ironically, you need power bombs for getting power bombs there, but not for actually getting the more important thing for the game. Uh-oh. Boy, I'm being more airheaded than usual. I really am just like, I can jump this way. And I want to make more dumb jumps. This is why I should not be given a double jump in a first-person setting. I'm just gonna fall. My persona seems cool in some ways, but some of the things about it seem concerning. I think they had to censor 5 with the re-release because it was being a little bit too homophobic and everything. I've heard people say good things about it. When, like, somebody I know flat out just offered to get me the games just to make sure I played them. I'm like, I can't get into that kind of commitment. I know they're all available on Steam, but I can't do that to myself. Okay, I should save one time. I should actually save for once. What Kingdom Hearts teach me? I could open any of these doors and it could be like, oh, hey, it's me, Riku. Crash. Yeah, like, I, I, I'm the kind of person who can spend 100 hours on a 30-minute long game, but I am not the kind of person who could spend 100 hours on a 100-hour long game. Actually, did I say 100 hours? I meant like 500 hours on on a on a 30-minute game. The amount of time I've spent with Sonic CD is at least 200 hours by now. I could grow more in the future. Why am I messing these jumps up? Well, I definitely gather that Persona... It doesn't really surprise me the thought that Persona 5 could be 100 hours, not gonna lie. For real? Am I just being dense? Is this not how I'm supposed to do this? I'm gonna go crazy over here. Can you just make it... Oh, it really was that easy. I thought I had the platform all the way from there. See, like, I always... For streams, I always hate games that have a lot of dialogue, just because either I have to, like, talk, and, like, I don't really... I'm fine talking in my normal voice, but I don't like just feeling like I'm doing disservice to whatever sort of thing the game has with their voices. But it's either that or it's like me just kind of sitting there as the game speaks for me, which I still feel mildly awkward doing, just because, like, wow, I sure am watching the same thing everybody else is. I'm just kind of sitting here not talking. Right, one of the artifacts is down there, too. I need to defrost that thing. But I cannot do that until later. Wait, or am I misremembering? Oh, right. I don't need to go down there. I just go down here first. There we go. Right. I was like, the game's not gonna give it to me, right? Okay, that thing comes out swinging before the cutscene even starts. You die first. You die. Die. There we go. Up. Okay, where's the big boy? There we go. Well, that's actually an actual adult version of these things. I can't really remember what the most efficient way to beat this thing is, because I usually just kind of run it past it after the first one. I think you could just flat out just blast it once you get Plasma Beam, but I mean that's so far out that... Please, oh my god, die. Can I just overload it? Ouch, okay. I don't really know what I'm doing. How much HP do you have? Buddy, please perish. There we go. Ugh. There we go. Here's where the really fun stuff happens. This weapon has, especially in Prime Trilogy, has some of my favorite usage. Because due to its homing properties, you can just kind of fire it around corners and have it hook around, like, certain areas in order to hit things. I'm really obsessed with it. It's actually, like, one of the best weapons in the game, I think. Let's see. I thought I had quality set to auto and my internet was bad, but no, I was on 360p this whole time, making things look not too different from the GameCube. Wow, see, you're getting the authentic experience. I'm over here playing Metroid Prime Remastered. You're just watching normal Metroid Prime. Okay, now's one of my favorite parts. Wait, why did I fire at it? I don't want to fire at it. I'm forgetting where I am now. There it is. I didn't really think about the fact that this game is literally in widescreen now. It's very weird to me. I keep feeling like I'm a little bit too close to things, but I wonder if that's just because it's widescreen, so I'm naturally gonna have a bit of a different view than I'm used to. What is down here? Wait, this is that room again. Is that how I'm supposed to get to it? Or am I just dense? Okay. There has to be some point of being up here, right? I mean, I'm sure any door can open if you shoot it enough, right? Crap, I can't remember how you get up there. Stop hurting me, please. I'm just a little bounty hunter. Right. Oh, I'm supposed to use it to go this direction. I wasn't paying attention. And I need plasma for this. I just think it's funny that this is just how you interact with doors, and apparently in the Space Pirate base, this is pretty much just... They pretty much have that the same way, like... How is this allowed? How is this convenient for Chozo? Like, oh yeah, I need to open my door to get to the warship site. I'm just gonna shoot it. It just looks like it's not lit up. Can I still go into it? Okay. I thought I activated it. Previously been used. Oh, there's one right there. Wait, I'm an idiot. Well, that's what I'm wondering. Well, that's what I think. Is like, yeah, the game loads so snappy instead of just forcing me to just sit there awkwardly. And so I guess it's pretty impressive, honestly. It helps the gameplay feel a lot faster. There we go. I'm gonna need that. Wait. My brain has forgotten how to actually navigate this area. Oh wait, I need to use that just to navigate to there usually. I mean, true. Like, I see that joked about a lot. Like, she has her two human parents. She has Thoha. Um, she has Thoha DNA from one side of a Chozo. She has like the Mockin DNA, Mockin Chozo DNA from Ravenbeak. She has like Metroid in there. That woman really is just 250%. I mean, here she's just at a modest, 200% DNA, but, poor woman has, like, twice the gene pool that I do. Gene makeup that I do. Oh, fuck, these things. The other weird part is Samus doesn't start charging instantly. I feel like they changed this. But when you see me charge, like whenever you see me fire 2 times before charging, I'm not really intending for that. It just seems to go that way. Ah, great. But I saved, right? Because usually you used to be able to just stun lock these things with, with charge shot after charge shot, but I wonder if they... I wonder if they changed that intentionally, or if they just... if they just messed up something up with the development. Wait a minute, it's down there then, right? Well, I probably wouldn't be... I mean, Kingdom Hearts crashing a lot is something that makes me worried, but also, this game is very difficult. It's not, it's not like indefeatable, but it's difficult enough that if you don't save and you die, it's gonna be really embarrassing. Alright, cool. I know there's supposed to be some sort of thing over around here somewhere. Actually, wait, I wonder if firing a charge shot, a missile, and then a charge shot is actually better. Do you mind? I'm trying to kill your friend. Oh, that works. Right, I forgot. You can just combo them with one... with one charge shot, one missile. That's the easier way to beat them. Another? Yo, I forgot that just... the missiles really are just disgustingly overpowered in this game. Perhaps I should be dodging more. I'm just kind of sitting here taking it. Honestly, someday I need to play Metroid Other M, but it's one of those games that feels like, unlike Prime Trilogy, it really needs all of the other things. It needs. I mean, what am I trying to say? It needs like the motion, like the Wii Motion Plus. I think. Like I want to give it a try, but it seems like it's very hardware dependent, so it might be hard to actually play it properly. I just want to play it just to say that I have played every Metroid game properly, aside from Metroid Prime Pinball, I guess. Let's see, hot take, it deserves a remaster, honestly. I mean, I would be down to see it. And I don't think Nintendo would be down to see it ever, honestly. Because I don't really think they want that to happen after they released it and then made no Metroid games for the next, 8 years or so. But, I mean, they still seem to recognize it as part of the Metroid canon despite all of that, so who knows? Imagine just being like, oops, I don't have any more missiles. I guess I can't save. I mean, you're right, honestly. They do need to remake some things. I mean, wasn't there that whole, like, fan effort of remaking Sonic 06 into actually being good? Actually, I barely even thought to pay any attention to this. This looks really nice. Very pretty. I've been kind of just like half consciously playing this. Like it looks really good, honestly, but I've just been not necessarily paying it the attention it deserves. Oops. Hmm. I wonder what other games would be good to remake. It'd be cool to see Sonic Team remake a Sonic game sometime. No Escape. Just bending those missiles behind, like, around crates and stuff is so fun. You couldn't do that in the original, but, like, that's why Prime Trilogy is just objectively better, because there's funnier gunplay you can do here. Alright. Another one? How? Right, I have a radar. I forgot about that. I feel like they barely pay it. They barely even point that out. Like, I'm so used to games with radars that are much more useful, like Halo and stuff. Or much less useful, like Destiny. This might be a hot take, but honestly, I won't. I don't think they would have to even like reuse any. I don't think they'd even have to make new sprites if they wanted to make a Sonic Advance remake, because the game already has some really good animations and whatnot. All a Sonic Advance remake would really need is just maybe just a better resolution, honestly. Yeah, exactly. Like Sonic Advance just needs a zoom out and nothing else. Maybe some maybe some easier special stages to get into, because I mean I think the Chaos Emerald requirements are utterly obnoxious, but ooh, I love these vibes. Let's see, energy base effects of Phazon turn these Metroids into unique subspecies. Normally, blah blah blah. Yeah, it sure is a Metroid. I forgot it did this. Wait, I have super missiles. I forgot about that. Yeah, die. I recently learned how genetic mutation works and it's whack. What do you mean? Let's see. I need to stop doing that. I keep just somehow just... Oh, that's why I keep doing the Morph Ball. That's why I keep doing the Morph Ball. Is because my reset is on the trigger instead of on the Morph Ball button like Splatoon is. I was wondering why do I keep pushing that button? It's because I'm just trying to recenter my thing. I literally didn't understand until now. Oh, that's embarrassing. It's funny, but it's kind of embarrassing. Speaking of embarrassing. Really wish I could move the camera during this, because this is... There we go. So if you change just a random protein, then it doesn't really do much, but just taking or adding things messes up the entire sequence and does more damage. That's an interesting, terrifying thought, actually. I'll make sure to not have the bad kind of mutation if I ever have it. Right, okay, okay. I mean, it's kind of hilarious that just, you know, replacing one set of DNA could just be like, oh yeah, you just get tiny little thing, and then the other is like, oh yeah, now you have a cancer instead. That's interesting to know. Perhaps I should be fighting my way down, but instead I'm like, you know what, I'm choosing violence instead. Everything around me dies. Or, actually, everything around me dies after I get this. Oh, hell yeah. This is like one of my favorite stretches in the game. This looks kind of blurry. But also that's kind of cool because... Sir, you have a jetpack. What are you doing inside here? What is my missile doing? Why is my missile doing a little, like, a fruity little double spin before trying to kill you? Great. Right, I have to power the things. You know, it's sad that I can't remember the fusion jingle now. Maybe I'm just overstimulated. Oh. Hello. Goodbye. Where are those nodes I have to power? I don't know what else to call whatever my missile did, but that thing was in orbit. Oh, right, I remember what that sounds like now. I do agree, that one has a really good ending song, ending part to the theme. Oh my god. Is that really the only one I have to do? Yeah, okay, I should have just used a I should have just used a super missile on it. Huh. Not really worth the effort. Actually, I love how these things... I love how these things don't emit, like, heat signatures. That's kind of cool. I never really thought about that detail. Ah, I love this game so much. No, but like I love how like literally they keep the authenticity of this being just utterly unnavigable without the the thermal visor. It actually feels like a threat. Honestly, they should. I'm so. I've said this in my server. I've said this when I was watching, but they really should have added at least Metroid Fusion, because I mean, first of all, it's the first of the Metroid games to release, and if they'd released it, it would have been exactly the same as how Metroid Prime originally released, essentially alongside, you know, Metroid Prime originally released alongside the original Metroid Fusion. It would have been so cute if they, you know, kind of did that as a little nod to it. And also because, I mean, quite frankly, it's as easy as dumping a ROM into an emulator. It's not really rocket science there. Oh, hello. Goodbye. I mean, it definitely won't be. Couldn't you get like every single Metroid game ever made on the Wii U? I thought the only one you couldn't get on the Wii U was, again, just Samus Returns, and I mean Metroid Dread now, but nukes you. I think the Wii U thing might have had hunters. I'm not sure though. Actually, wait a minute. I think they might have changed things slightly. I believe originally there was something you had to bust open with super missiles, and that's where the energy tank I got was stored. But I think they moved that so that you actually don't need super missiles for that anymore. Honestly, if they shadow drop Metroid Prime Pinball remastered, I think nope. I think if this would have been deemed one of the most disappointing Nintendo Directs, or at least just the same kind of, or at least the same level of disappointing as usual. I'm almost out of missiles. Boy, this game really makes you sure you need missiles, huh? Oh, there we go. I'm almost about to be out of life, too. Oh my god. Let's see, I'm just double checking one or two things right now. Right. Wait, no, I don't want to save again. Let's see here. Well, at least the game makes sure I have missiles. The way those things just home in on you just makes me so deeply unsettled. They look frenzied. I do not like those vibes. Oh my god, I love this boss. Oh my god, hi. Why am I saying that? He's not that kind of boss. I don't even get what the deal with this thing is. It's just a rock. What is this thing again? I forget. Oh, right, it's just... What if these rocks were a little bit too irradiated? Hi. Sorry, your hands are in the way. There we go. This game really be like, yeah, starring such dangerous items as flower, rock, pterodactyl. Oh, let me break your arm. Ouch, okay. Guess I'll get hit by it. I guess I'll get hit by a boulder then. I'm up to new experiences. Come on, please. Ooh. Oh yeah, it does this. Which ironically, it doesn't really matter that much just because you're already doing this fight mostly in this visor anyways, but... Oh, actually, it does matter. Actually, wait. Why am I conserving missiles so much? Come on, let me nuke me. Let me nuke your kneecaps. Oh my god. There we go. Wait. No, change beams. My god. Oh. There we go. This boss is a lot longer than I'd like to think it is. Wait. I'm out of missiles. Hi, this is terrifying. Please, die. Die. Samus versus a pile of rocks, who wins? The answer might surprise you. Where is it? Stop freezing me, please. This has to be the last hit, right? There we go. My god. It's a really fun boss, but also having to aim with these Joy-Cons is kind of making my wrist hurt. A little bit. Just a little bit. I don't remember that happening, but... just the mild disrespect at the end. I don't think they added that, but on the other hand, I don't remember that happening at all. Wait, GBA Switch stuff supports Rumble? There's GBA games with Rumble? Hi. Let me get up there. Is that just for, like, for all games, or? Wait a minute. I believe the next thing I need to do is go to... Chosen Ruins, I believe. I need to get the Ice Beam. And after that, I can go and get to the Gravity Suit, and I can go down to Phazon Mines, I believe. I'm probably like a third of the way through the game. If I wanted to stop now, I could, but, like, I also don't want to stop now, because I like this game. Maybe I'll stop after I get the Ice Beam. I'll see how I feel. More Cavern South, okay. I think on the way back I can get, like, one or two things I need. Like, my question is, like, what games rumble? What game is rumbling? Or... interesting. Yo, not gonna lie, this is an unhinged take, but I hope they add I hope they add they need to add, what is it? WarioWare Twisted. They need to add that. Like, come on. If you can have gyro controlled for other games, you need to have it for the one game that needs it. Like, would it be cumbersome? Of course it would. It would be so funny and cumbersome if you just had... It would be so funny and cumbersome if you had to just rotate your entire Switch to play the game, but I feel like that would just be funny in its own way. Right, okay. I remember this part. Can't remember what I have to do exactly. I want to say that far door. That door leads up to Talon Overworld? Or maybe Phazon Mines? I forget. Since what... Like, is it in the emulator options, or just the normal options for the game? Like, in-game? Cypher, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Yeah, it really should have just been Metroid Prime 1, 3, and 7. Legit. Boy, I sure have played the game like 3 times in the past, but I have... You would not know by how I'm behaving, because I'm just kind of, like, aloofly circling around. Alright, 5's a prime number. 5 divides into so much shit that I always think that that in and of itself is not a prime number, but that is not right. I'm glad you get to catch my streams lately. I'm extremely sorry that you happen to follow one streamer that is just absolutely incompatible with your sleep schedule, but you gotta be kidding me. Where do I go? This isn't something that I need to wait to do, but I'm just dense a little bit. Oh, right. It needs to receive power. Where? There we go. Me reading something via scanning and just not paying attention to whatever it reads. That's a real Metroid Prime experience, honestly. Wait, 2 is Oh, wait. Yeah, 2 is a prime number. Huh. It feels weird to think that 2 is a prime number. Good, my sponsored stream visit brainwashing has started working. Ooh, you want to visit my stream so bad. Well, just because every even number could be divided by 2, I always forget that 2 in and of itself is the only even prime number. There we go. I like being background noise. I like being noise in general. Here's where I would make a really annoying noise if I knew what to make, but since I mentioned it, I don't really have any good idea. And I have to take this path. Well, if you insist. Oh man, this is like that time I got caught in Talon 4. Huh, cool, space pirates. God, I'm glad Impetus isn't here. She would tear me apart. Well, if you want a genuine live experience, then this is it. Oh, red. I'm gonna cry. I mean, technically, I should do Family Guy voices more because the last time I did them, I ended up getting subs. It's a bad habit, but it's one that makes me money. Oh, Peter, you want to see me in my power suit, Peter? See, my one brain cell is caught doing Lois's voice while I just fling myself into lava like a crazy person. I'm not asking for subs. My god, I just think it's mildly funny that anybody would subscribe to me after me making a Peter Griffin voice. Oh, right. And I do extremely appreciate the gift subs as well. Can I just, like, drop this on you, please? Can I aim properly? RIP, I guess.
Huh, Loris, this is even worse than that time when I found my father, Ravenbeak. Hey, Loris, look at me, I got Chozo DNA.
Well, technically, it's what have I done to the stream? I'm the one who has seen way too much Family Guy over the course of my life. I'm at the point where I'm just like, yeah, lava, it'll be fine. I'll be fine, I'll be fine, I'll be fine. Let me try something. I'm trying to make it, like, do a little orbit. Like, these things have mad seeking. Like, they'll just circle around, like, 3 times before hitting their target sometimes. Legit, I'm gonna go to the mental asylum. They're gonna, like, have to brainwash me into making sure that... They're gonna have to, like, hypnotize me into thinking I've never seen Family Guy. No, don't use lighthearted. You're right. I am a Family Guy liker. I'm in the closet. I'm just in the closet, and that's how it should stay. There we go. Down. I'm just a little bit evil. What? Y'all are talking about lobotomy. What are you lobotomizing? There's like one brain cell left. It's alone. It's terrified. I mean, clearly with how I've been playing this game, I feel like that one brain cell is probably like at like 50% capacity anyways, so I mean, it could be worse. I could be into South Park. Or I could be currently into Rick and Morty, which I watched like the first like 3 seasons of Rick and Morty, and I'm just kind of done with it. I'm tired of it. I just they're on like season 5 or something, and more power to anybody who watches it, but it's just way too gruesome for my liking. And with something else that starts with an F. I would try and respond to that funny, but also I don't know. Wait, what side of me is based? The anti-South Park or anti-Rick and Morty one? I think those are both based opinions, but... The sad part is I like some songs from the South Park movie, but also the rest of them is just so... The rest of the contents of the movie are just so cringe that it makes me embarrassed that I think the songs are good.
Hey, Lewis, have you seen the show Rick and Morty? The main guy turns himself into a pickle, Lewis. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Oh, Peter, yeah, that is really funny.
Well, rip to the bugs, though, unfortunately. Samus is very anti-bug. She's bug-phobic. And honestly, I probably would be too if I had to deal with these kinds of bugs. I remember one time, like, when I was, like, a kid, there was just, like, a wasp standing there. And, like, this little, like, path I had to take, like, this path I had to take to get to out of my house, and it terrified me so much. I'm just like, it's just one wasp, and I didn't want to actually walk past it. Boy, it's a good thing I have missiles. I was worried it was just gonna jump me and like, sting me. To this day, I'm still, like, disproportionately concerned about the thought of getting stung by a bee. I know it's not like it's gonna kill me, but, like, it's just mildly terrifying. I don't want to have an insect's stinger burrow into my skin. This is so much easier because you don't even have to bomb these blocks anymore. I say as I do it anyways because I wanted to try and prove I could do it without. There we go, my god. Maybe I should stop using missiles. Hot take. I just keep like, oh yeah, something exploding, I'm just gonna use heavy artillery on it. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Oh boy. I hate these things. Good. Go back to hell where you came from. Go back to heaven where you came from, I don't know. Like, I'm not judging, just get out of this realm, please. Oh my god. Please. I think this is like one of the only times where you actually have to fight these things. And you know what? That's for the best, because these things suck. I'm calling the Exorcist. I wouldn't say this is exactly how you're supposed to hunt ghosts. I mean, hot take. You know, maybe don't use missiles. I mean, Samus is a bit different, I guess. Stop that! Die! Yeah, go back to your ancestors in heaven, why don't you? Tell your grandma that Samus beat your ass into a second death. Okay. Well, the only times I'm gonna have to actually sit down there and fight that thing. My god. There's some stuff I need to get, but I think... Wait, I didn't even pay attention to... Where do I need to go again? I forget. Watery Hall. There's a missile door there. Oh, right, that's for, later as well. Eventually I'm gonna have to backtrack. I think I need to go here. I didn't even pay attention to which door I was supposed to go into. So what's the story in this game? Like, do you want, like, the spoilers kind of vibe, or... I mean, because basically the story up to this point is that Samus, you know, basically foiled that space pirate base that was kind of doing, like, genetic modification. Over the course of this game, you're essentially finding out about this mysterious substance called Phazon that is essentially being used by space pirates to kind of, you know, further their scheme for galactic domination and whatnot. It's essentially just a highly mutative radiation-based substance. And space pirates are just kind of using it for everything. I think they can use it as a power source. They'll mutate things. They'll mutate each other for it. They'll mutate each other using it, I mean. That's pretty much the general vibes of what you get up to now. I mean, also they're using the Metroids as well, which is mildly concerning, but surprisingly, I don't think that's Samus's main goal this game, is killing them. Well, I mean, most of these monsters are just normal things, but some of them are infected by Phazon. Like, the two main bosses so far have been infected by it to some extent. The rock one, Thardus, is essentially a pile of rocks brought to life by it, and the flower boss was essentially poisoning the waters because it was just full to the brim of that stuff. There's more to the story, but yeah, that's what I'm saying, Cypher. Like the lighting in this game is very well done. while I want to be like, oh, I like the original better, I appreciate everything they've gone through into making sure that this remake goes well. Like, it's a very pretty remake, honestly. Like, I'm just the diehard fan that's like, oh, this game was released in like 2002 and it feels like it's barely aged at all. And so I want to be all snobby, but like I can't really bring myself to do that. Fuck, what do I do here again? Again, you would think I remember how to play this game, but is this where I have to go? Oh, there's a thing there. Gotta love, such important Chozo heritage and religious sites as, the big shrine shaped like a Chozo, you know, the water room, the giant tree, and, the really sick, Tony Hawk half pipe for when the Chozos really just want to let loose and just, absolutely shred skateboards and stuff. It's just Chozo heritage. You wouldn't get it. I wouldn't get it because I don't even remember what I'm doing here. Oh, well, I'm supposed to go to the other side. I'm just dense. I started making a joke and then I just instantly forgot about anything that I should actually be doing. Read things. What am I? A, a reader? Wait. What is this? Oh. I just have to scan it, of course. I mean, honestly, Metroid Dread would have been a better game if Ravenbeak decided, like, hey, watch me do these cool skateboard tricks. Tony Hawk Pro Skater for real. They could have won Game of the Year if they just had, you know, Ravenbeak Tony Hawk Pro Skater. All that for a missile? Thought I was getting an energy tank. I say when I'm about to get like 2 energy tanks in the next like brief moment. Well, not. It's gonna be a while before I get some more energy tanks, but actually, wait. My next energy tank is like maybe next room. However, I hate ghosts so much. perish. If I could squid bag you, I would. They need to have like a Metroid shooter where you can just like rapid morph ball. Because it would be so funny to just have like morph bagging be a thing. Oh, well, I could just use the normal things. The normal platforms, like a normal person is supposed to use them. I remember one time when I was like a kid and I beat Kraid, I started like in like in Metroid Zero Mission, I started just like teabagging with Samus rapidly, and my dad just got mad at me for doing that for some reason. I just have that this absolutely random memory of that. Like, look, I'm allowed to grief my least favorite bosses. And it's hilarious because my family is the one that, like, you know, was into playing Halo. I only know of teabagging because I would see them play Halo. They really said safety shield down, OSHA violations up. I feel so bad because sometimes I'll just accidentally teabag when I'm just like, yeah, I'm just like fidgeting or, yeah, like, and it feels so bad because I don't want to seem like I'm like that kind of person. I don't teabag unless somebody really makes me angry. Like if you're the Bowser who's just like side B, side B, side B, side B, neutral B, I might get tempted to teabag you because you're just a bad person. Perhaps. Perhaps. Unless you're watching my stream, in which case you're extremely sexy and you should subscribe right now. But otherwise, I don't teabag. Transport to Talon of World East. I don't go there yet, do I? I mean, the game wants to point me in that direction, but I'm supposed to go to get the, gravity suit next, I think. Why am I thinking, though? Since when do I have a brain? Case in point, I see the missiles, and I just go, missiles. Not, ow, 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 ow. God, that's never not satisfying. Okay, but where am I supposed to go? It just goes back to Chozo Ruins. I don't need to go there. I think I want to go back there and then maybe back to Fendrana. I always forget where to go. Because, like, I could take the dive right now. I think it's technically possible to get through the sunken ship, but I don't think you want to do that right now. But it's also going to be a big pain in the ass to get over to the gravity suit. If I was a sane person, I'd probably end the stream, but I want to try and navigate a bit more. Damn, that's such a brutal thing to just say to somebody. And I mean, I may have done that before. Actually, I don't burn myself because I simply pull my finger away. Why am I saying this? I really, I'm not making a good case for myself. Three dimensionality here is messing with me. I keep thinking I'm looking at it from under. Oh my god. This is exactly the door I want to go into. What gives you those kind of vibes, though, Antifreeze? What? Oh, right. I imagined, like, flip tortillas, you'd have to, like, pinch the tortilla and, like, get it to fold in your finger, I'm guessing? Don't... I probably would burn. Hehe. I would burn myself as well. This game has a funny thing called a lock-on feature, just like Kingdom Hearts, which also theoretically has that. Damn, I don't know. That's so much more of a specific thing than just being like, looking at me and going, rainbow flag? Question mark? You look like you burned yourself. Like, damn. You're right. Perhaps. My Joy-Con wanted to give me carpal tunnel. That's so unsexy. I want to go back here, so... I mean, true, I am definitely neurodivergent. But I like to call it quirky and funny and sexy and extremely intelligent. I say is I really want to jump into the lava and just, like... Me jumping into the lava to test if it's hot, actually. Honestly, that's probably where you got the vibes. Not gonna lie, because I've just been constantly doing that all stream. I'm just like, Is this lava still damaging? Yep, ouch. Yep, Samus is screaming. Yep. This is fine. Not lighthearted, not smart or dumb, just a secret third thing. Vanilla extract? Vanilla extract? See, I'm just like vanilla extract. I seem like I'm very nice, but I don't really go together. I don't really work together by myself. I don't really work by myself. Brain not. Forbidden Parmesan? Is it like the 1,000-year-old cheese or something? Is it like the forbidden grilled cheese with the forbidden tomato soup? It's awfully cute how they shake their shake the snow off of themselves. They're like a big puppy that wants to kill me. Which could be a normal puppy, I don't know. Nobody knows if a puppy wants to kill you. Maybe they're just really bad at it. Actually, this is the wrong path. While I'm busy musing to myself about nonsense, I'm quite frankly forgetting where I'm supposed to go. Maybe I'll stick around until I get the gravity suit. That seems like a good place to stop, and there's still a lot of game ahead of that point. A lot of game. I mean, that means I'll be doing one of my favorite parts of the game tomorrow. I slipped. Oops. Hello. Goodbye. Skill issue. Wait! I'm pretty sure this thing stomping is actually messing up with my jump. Maybe. Or it's a skill issue on my part. I don't know. It's literally knocking me off the ground. I'm pretty sure of it. Stop doing that. At this point, I think it would just be faster to kill it, but I don't really care to engage in another long battle with that thing. Well, I didn't say the skill issue is necessarily on my part, unless I did. In which case, maybe I'm lying. Oh my god, you should totally just, like, get frozen by my cool new weapon. And I should just accidentally press the wrong button, because it's not like I've been playing this game for 4 hours. Stop ratioing me! I'm gonna block you on Twitter.com. Okay, fine. nukes you. $1080p? That's only like, wait. I was gonna say 1080p. That's only like a half a rotation, but then I realized that joke doesn't even work because it's not even the proper. That's. Aichi, welcome to the stream. How's it going? It's true. It is Metroid. It's Mrs. Metroid herself. I did mean 180. Oh my god. I really failed a joke on multiple levels. I'm congested and suffering, but still here. I wish you a very non-congested, but in the meantime, thank you for being here. I appreciate the support. I can't make you feel better, but I can hopefully distract. Which is what I should say about a lot of people, honestly. Hi, I can't really help, but I want a funny joke. I mean, the joke failed. The joke failed on like 3 different levels, but apparently it didn't fail on the point where it made you laugh. I guess so. Question mark. 1080p is what? 3 rotations. Well, maybe your quality should spin more then. Well, it sounds like it's antifreeze. Your display isn't spinning enough. I appreciate you vibing. I mean, this game is pleasantly vibey. ASMR, Samus can't orient herself to jump on a. I'm gonna go feral. A little snow dog is gonna try and kill me or something. Hi, please don't end my life. Please. Pretty please, as a treat. Okay, here we go. I'm using just the standard Prime Trilogy one. And honestly, I'm a big fan of it because it's like Prime Trilogy, except for the fact that because there's more buttons, you can still swap through things with the D-pad and the R stick. So it's like Prime Trilogy, but better. I mean, I'm kind of messing up a bunch because the camera reset button is, instead of, it keeps being like the R button, and I keep just thinking about Splatoon and how it uses the X button or Y button, and so I keep accidentally pressing the morph ball button to reset. It's a bad habit, but it's not really the game's fault. It's more just my fault for being a chronic Splatoon enjoyer. Alright. Did I say chronic? I meant terminal. I'm a terminal Splatoon 2 player. Like, I played Metroid Prime Trilogy, like, a couple of months ago. Or, not months, like a couple of years ago. I would say that it's not quite as snappy and responsive as the original, but considering it's lacking the Wiimote controls and whatnot, I think it's pretty good. Do those things always die that fast? I am a terminal splatterer. Oh right, I have double jump. That might be useful when I'm stuck in the water. Hi, gravity, please stop. Please stop applying to me, gravity. Oh god, where am I supposed to go again? I want to say the low door is not what I want to go for. I want to say the high door is proper. I can't really remember, though. Terminal Squelcher. Exactly. Meanwhile, I put on the dual Squelchers for double the squelching. Are there Metroids here? Oh right, there are. Skill issue, this thing should not have let go. Adolescent Metroid, very cool. Squidward looking thing. Just utterly, it's just absolute shame that, you know, there's not a Splatoon, like a Splatoon content creator that just calls them a GooTuber. Hello, GooTube. It's your favorite Splatoon competitive player, Zach Renard. Gravity pulses within Phendrana area. Girl, there's gravity pulses everywhere. How do you think you're on the ground? Oh my god. I don't know. I just have one joke whenever I hear the GooTube. True. Yeah, Shulk would be a YouTuber. Oh, I'm really feeling it. This terminally British. So sorry for him. Thoughts and prayers to his family. Open up. Open up. Open up. Call me a therapist with how much I'm trying to tell people to open up, but, like, in a bad way. Oops. Open up, I'm not asking, legit. Please. Please. I just want to talk. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. I just want to shoot him. I just want to talk to him. I just want to shoot you. I just want to talk to you. What am I looking at? Oh my god. This doesn't help. Hi. Why are those fish so hot? What are those fish eating? This is kind of hard to look at. It's hard to find my way around. Not really the game's fault, I think, but... Oh my god. Wait. No! Don't knock me into the ice water. You're so sexy. Haha. uh... Wait, this is the gravity suit room, right? There's also the one room where I never remember how to navigate it. If I remember... Why does the thing send me flying? Ouch, okay. Please, me alone. It's a treat? Are these things pulling me down or something? Where is it? Oh my god, I can't even see the thing. Oh, there we go. Thank God. Please. Wait, thalassophobic? What does that mean? What is that word? That's a new one. Oh, slay. High key, it's a better color palette than, like, the more warm tone of, some of them have, like, some of those Metroid games have, like, a warmer tone of violet that's paired with green lights, but I feel like just the more, like, indigo blue lighting looks really good. Oh, I can see! Oh, Fear of the Ocean. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, valid. I mean, quite frankly, this is one of the only games that where being in the water is just so stressfully limiting. Like, the only other game that I feel like has this like heart of water to look through is like pre-aquatic update Minecraft. Wait, you don't get the gravity suit in Other M? So you just only get the various suit? What's the point? The gravity suit is like a staple item. My god, that missile dedicated. God, pre-aquatic update Minecraft was like a dark time. It's so terrifying that the water is just like that in that game. It was like an abyss. It was like existentially terrifying. Wait, it's a it can give you gravity, but what does that mean? How do you give somebody gravity? Oh, immune to the vacuum of space. I guess. Hi, let me nuke you. Well, I mean, I'm sure somebody would want to see that version of giving Samus gravity, but I don't necessarily. What kind of joke am I even making? My god. Okay, where is the next save station? I'm. As much as I would love to. As much as I'd love to keep playing, I do need to get some rest. This game is trying to deal numbers on my hands. I'll go back up to the highest point. Wait. Yeah, honestly, I look at the map and then I just go, wait a moment. I was not paying attention. Hee. It's a personality flaw. I look at things and then go, that was the thing I looked at. What was I doing again? Me pausing the map, pausing to see the map, going, wow, nice map. And then just unpausing. This is why I always get lost in this game, because I flat out just don't pay attention. I played this game like, this is probably gonna be my 4th or 5th playthrough, but quite frankly, I just flat out don't think. For real, nice map, 10 out of 10. This sure is a map that shows the location of rooms and objects and doors. I promise I'm not so dense about like 3-dimensional or 2-dimensional environments, but my god, you just get me in front of a Metroid Prime map, I'm just like, wow. Orange. My god, hi. Please die. Well, like, the map is, like, weirdly confusing to me because, like, it kind of has this kind of vibe of you could be looking at from like, underneath or above when I look at it. Because my brain just does not process the dimensions of it properly because of that, and I'm just like, why am I looking at it from under? Is it backwards? Is it upside down? Is it something? No, I'm just wired a little bit differently. Hi. Please remove yourself from the general vicinity of me. Thank you. Oh, I really had to fall. Oops. Wait. Oh, right, I forgot about Breath of the Wild having 3D maps. Wow, what's the point of having one for just a castle, though, that's so densely packed? That sounds like a nightmare to even look at. But I think I'm gonna have to call it a night here because it's almost 11 o'clock. I've been streaming for 3 hours and 48 minutes, and did I save? Kingdom Hearts has messed me up. I'm concerned about just saving to the point where I just double save. I mean, I'm already I already just flat out forget that I do things. I already just flat out forget that I saved or not. Oh yeah, yeah. It's no worries. I appreciate you dropping in, Aichi, and every single other one of you. Thank you for finding the time to not sleep and then join in Cipher. I'm sorry for the Family Guy. It will happen again some point when you least expect it. But hope y'all have a nice night. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow as well as the next 3 days. Normally I take the next 4 days off, but the overall this game came out even with the Splatfest and all the Kingdom Hearts I'm doing with Jugger. I have to make sure that I have to make sure that I play this because this is a must-have. So I'm going to be back around with this at like 8 p.m. Pacific, hopefully. In the meantime, y'all have thank you for tuning in and good night.